Okay, in this video, we are going to learn about exponents. The first thing you need to know is that exponents are actually really easy. They might look a little confusing at first, but that's only because they look a bit different. But don't worry, once you understand them, they're as easy as understanding how to multiply numbers. Before we look at exponents, let's first remember what multiplying means. If we see 5 times 6, that means we have 6 groups of 5. So 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5. And that equals 30. The reason we write 5 times 6 instead of adding all the 5s is because it's much easier to do. Imagine if we have to write 3 times 235. Do you really want to write out 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 235 times? No way. That would take way too long. Okay, so what about exponents? Well, exponents are used when we want to describe multiplying the same number many times in a row. Going back to our first example, we know that 5 times 6 means 5 plus 5 6 times. But what if instead we wanted to write 5 times 5 times 5 times 5 times 5 times 5? How would we write that? This is where we use exponents. It looks like this. This little number 6 in the top right corner here is called the exponent. The other normal-sized number, the 5 in this case, is the base. So the exponent tells us how many times in a row we need to multiply the base. Let's try another one. How would we write 3 times 3 times 3 times 3? We first look at the base, which is 3, and then we look for the exponent, which is how many times we're multiplying 3 together. We are doing that 4 times, so we have this. Usually in math, when you see exponents, you will see the exponent form first. So if you see this, you just have to remember what that means. It just means that you start with the number 7 and you multiply it 3 times in a row. So 7 times 7 times 7. That's it. It's really not a big deal. Another thing you need to know is how to read exponents. You first read the base number and then you read the exponent. Let's go back to our earlier example. You read this as 5 to the power of 6 or 5 to the exponent 6. Both ways are correct. The last thing I want to talk about are the exponents 2 and 3. They are very commonly used and they have special names. The exponent 2 is called squared and the exponent 3 is called cubed. So 4 to the exponent 2 is also called 4 squared. And that is because if you have a length of 4 and a width of 4, the area of that square is 4 times 4 or 16, so they just call it 4 squared. And 4 to the power of 3 is called 4 cubed. This is because if you make a cube with a length of 4, a width of 4, and a height of 4, the total volume is 4 times 4 times 4, which is 64, so they just call it 4 cubed. Now let's do a little bit of review to help you remember. How would you write this as an exponent? 8 times 8 times 8 times 8. Okay, we know 8 is the base, so we first write 8, and then we see that we're multiplying it together 4 times, so the exponent must be 4. So we have 8 to the power of 4. Next question. What does this mean, and what is the answer? This means we have a base of 2, and we're multiplying it out 5 times. So we have 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. So that is 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8, times 2 is 16, times another 2 is 32. So the answer is 32. So 2 to the power of 5 equals 32. Okay, great. That's it for today's lesson. I hope you learned something new. Remember to like and subscribe if you want to learn math in an easy way like this. Let us know what you thought of today's lesson in the comments.